Well, how's it going, Kingsmen? Welcome back to another NTW3 battle. If you're new to this channel, this mod is for Napoleon Total War, making the Napoleonic theater that much more realistic. Now, today we have another clan battle. This one between the Templar and LK clans. Real fast, I'm going to throw up the leaderboard for this season of the tournament. You can see the LK up on second place with 27, Templar down on the left-hand column they have one win so far. So let's see today who's going to take the win. We do have the Templars playing as the French, the 1806 corps, and going against them is the LK playing as the Coalition, which will be the mixture of Prussian, Saxon, Austrian forces. I do not have the points for the Coalition, unfortunately, just the names of the generals. But we'll go over those first. So you have a Kalkruth, and like I said, I'm going to put the names up here. You have a Zezwich, I believe, Brunswick, and Bagration. On the French side, you're going to have a 12-point Davout, a 12-point Murat, a 10-point Soult, and a... Where was he? There's one more clustered. Oh yeah, 8-point Ney. High points, guys, for both sides. I do believe Brunswick is a 12-pointer at least, and Bagration is, I believe, a 10, 11, or 12-pointer as well. Zezwich, I believe, is 8-point. But yeah. This is the map Okanya. Obviously, this is more of a peninsular historical map. But, you know, it's kind of cool to see different armies here on the field. Already we have Davout. He's pushing really hard on this flank. The Coalition do deploy in a nice long line of 3 of their armies here, with, I believe, 1 in reserve. However, you can see they are already falling back. Probably going to try to get some better ground where they're not getting flanked by Soult. And of course, Davout pushing quite aggressively with his corps. And Murat, he will be able to quickly catch up with the army with his cav corps. He does have a lot of dragoons. He does have some cuirassiers, some heavy cav, which will be very effective at some point, I am sure. And then, of course, on bringing up the other flank, Ney, he will be taking on the Russians, at least for now. You can see Murat has set up cavalry. Ney has his cav as well. The Russians may try to hold this high ground. I guess we will see how that plays out. Obviously, we have seen their flank bending backwards quite a bit. They do have horse artillery set up. I did see some stakes as well. But, yeah, Davout's really pushing here. Looking to try to flank the entirety of this Saxon force. You see Saxony getting the horse artillery out of there. They have almost entirely occupied the trees here. And flanking far corner. Maybe he's going to hit this road, then try to roll straight up. But we have not even seen the main body for the Coalition yet. We have artillery set up here, so maybe the hold will be using the town and pivoting along it. A lot of open, flat terrain. It's like there's some artillery, maybe. Yeah, some artillery hit some of the Prussian infantry. There's artillery firing here as well. I would suspect the artillery is going to be ranged here, which means the Coalition may be setting up closer to this area. Here's more Saxon infantry. You can see them in the foreground with the French moving in the background. Several corps moving in the background. And of course, as always, you have, looks like some hussars from Prussia potentially going to get engaged by Murat's corps as Murat pushes up his dragoons to support the infantry. Both working in coordination together. And they're quite close to each other, but yet not a single shot besides artillery. No shots have been fired yet. It's pretty cool with the town in the background. Artillery is going to be a pain for Murat. You see an unfortunate scoring hit. Killed quite a few dragoons. Man. But here we go. This is going to be the first clashing we may have. Skirmishers opening up on the retreating Saxon line. Saxony is still pulling back even more than before. Probably hoping to reunite with the entirety of the coalition's army. And obviously Davout is going to probably be trying to, maybe trying to be aggressive, but he is going to be starting to walk right into the artillery batteries of the coalition. He either's got to keep moving very quickly and get around the guns, or pull back and find a different area of attack. Either way, artillery's missing. They are pressing forward. He is pressing forward. He has not given up yet. I would hate to be the 17th. Oh my gosh. They are getting hammered by artillery, and yet they still keep going on. The reserves pushing behind. They are not stopping this aggressive pressure they are putting on the enemy. But you can see even more and more Russian artillery being brought to bear. The problem is their infantry may get in the way of the artillery pretty quick, and it looks like maybe Saxony's going to stop, slow down, get some shots off. Oh my gosh, dude. This unit is taking some heavy losses so far. Got a 90 men already. The canister firing from the horse artillery. It looks like Saxony may be trying to hold here. Don't know where their allies are, but still, the artillery being brought to bear on this French column is going to be quite brutal. Now, we do have the rest of Davout's corps quickly making their way up to the front of the line. Soult will be following up. Is the T silent in Soult? Is it Sol? Maybe it's Sol. I don't know. The French language is a complicated, for me at least, a complicated language when it comes to like what words are actually silent and which ones aren't. Ooh, look at these guys. This is a garde du corps. I like them. I wish they had helmets instead, but I like the look. There's a lot of cavalry, so Davout is gonna have to be definitely gonna have to be cautious here. Artillery being brought to bear on him. A lot of Prussian cavalry. Now, there's a definite dominance when it comes to cavalry quality. I guarantee you Murat has better quality than Brunswick. I'm assuming this is Brunswick's cavalry along with Saxon cav is pretty good too, though. Oh, we'll see. So what Davout looks like he's doing is trying to move around the flank to get away from all these guns that are set in place. Obviously, all the other corps, nay, shifting over to this side. Of course, you have Soult, who's pushing down this road. They're going to probably keep trying to push the right flank, keep pushing and pushing. Right now, only thing that's shadowing them is all of the coalition's cavalry. And they have a lot of cavalry right now. Not too much damage to artillery yet. So there's been a couple good shots. For the most part, Davout's he's still pretty fresh. And I wouldn't be too worried about his corps getting hurt too much. Now, obviously, he's going to start taking losses the longer he sits here, which is why he's continually trying to be mobile. I mean, man, they have some good artillery positions. And keep in mind, it's just 2 corps. The French have 2 corps here. They have a portion of Murat's cav corps, and then they have Davout's corps. But it should be enough to get some damage inflicted upon the coalition if they can catch them. Looks like we have Saxony setting up their lines to meet Davout. They have the cavalry support still. cav poised to make a charge or countercharge Murat's cav corps as needed. Long lines so that it minimizes the losses taken from artillery shots. Appreciate that they're only focusing on one side of the field. No one else is really engaged anywhere else. We can just focus strictly on this part of the field. So they're gonna keep pushing here. Still on always for the flank. You can see in the mini-map, Solt's corps pushing down the road. If anything, the coalition, so the coalition may be shifting everything to meet Davout. Solt may get a breakthrough if he rolls directly down this road, then smacks into the flank. Now maybe he's going to just push down the left as well, and they're going to keep going around away from the coalition artillery, and then maybe even Ney can swing directly into the guns if they're being moved. You know, it's always a possibility. So like I said, we will see how things develop. Because right now, this is a lot of just maneuvering. Mostly maneuvering so far in this battle, which I feel like that's like 80% of the battle is maneuvering into the right position to then strike for 10 minutes. And obviously, the cavalry on both sides is just kind of eyeballing each other, waiting for someone to make the first move. As soon as one cavalry gets engaged, I guarantee you we are going to see a lot more cavalry. Now, Murat has smaller units than the coalition, if I'm sure you can notice. But like I said before, probably better quality stats. So it's quality versus quantity. And that's going to matter. I'm still trying to look out for where those cuirassiers are. Sorry guys, my 1-year-old decided to go pound on the closet door. I was like making sure it wasn't an actual thing. He's about to see me. I just got home today from work. Misses me, obviously. I'm gone for 40 hours at a time. But anyway, back to the fighting here. So these here's the cuirassiers. They're moving in the back, trying to stay away from those guns. I'm sure they will be brought to bear on this Saxon army momentarily, especially when Ney's other dragoons and such are dealing with the Prussian and Saxon cavalry. Here we go, though. We are starting to see a Prussian army. My concern for the coalition is that they are gonna have a lot more forces over here, focused on a very tiny Ney. No offense to Ney, but he has a smaller army. His Ney pointer is the lowest points. I'm worried they're gonna be waiting for an attack from this French army, and they don't realize that the bulk. So like 22 points. Well, actually, plus Murat too. A lot. Oh, that looks like it was a goad to try to get the coalition to form some squares, let the French get up nice and close. I'm saying like 34 points maybe over here, facing a very, I don't know what point the Saxon army was, but I've seen some Prussians. So maybe there are some Prussians. We got some grenadiers. These are Prussian grenadiers on the road. So they may be staying in reserve. Artillery has turned entirely to face Davout's corps. You can see artillery still smacking down. I mean, this corps is not hidden, guys. They are very much in sight. The coalition has ample opportunity to adjust accordingly. But we'll see. We may have, Solt may go directly into the flank, letting Davout have the hard line formed against the coalition. And Ney may just be a demonstration to distract Russia and part of Prussia. You see, Russia's in the town mostly. I'm surprised so much in the town. The one problem will be if Ney is actually getting attacked by Prussia. It may actually be happening. We have Prussia feeling a little confident over here that they aren't facing an entire massive corps. You see Ney's immediately falling back. That's a telltale sign right there. Now Ney does have artillery. Oh my gosh, what a beautiful splashing through multiple units at once. We do have cavalry rushing for those skirmishers. Chasseur Cheval trying to react to save their skirms. This is a French-looking formation. You have like the rows of columns, which is the one devastating thing about that French formation, was their infantry would get barreled through multiple sides. Now, I'm seeing some cavalry as well. They may be in trouble with Russia pushing out and Prussia pushing forward. Ney's got to watch out he doesn't get burned here. Look at all this cavalry.
Yes, sir.
This will give the French corps a pause, maybe. And that's so many rows of Prussians. Oh, it looks beautiful. Just looks absolutely beautiful. And France may try to hold their ground. We have some grenadiers in the front.
Yes, sir.
Dragoons from Murat maybe gonna charge in or maybe fall back. Either way, France, Ney gonna stand his ground. And we do have a heavy cav lurching forward potentially. Oh, Ney's not gonna be able to react to this. He's gonna lose a skirm, maybe infantry as well. Oh no, he forms a square. Does form a square. Try going for a flank to stop him. Prussia needs to get his cavalry out of there. Make sure we're not missing anything from any side here, because we have France, Davout getting very close to the Saxon line here. You have Soult pushing directly into the center here. They're going to try to go for a double attack on this Prussia. You see Russia pushing out, breaking one of Ney's units. And we have a bayonet charge from Soult. Artillery, horse artillery going to try to get themselves out of there. The Prussian guns in jeopardy of getting totally annihilated here. Still nothing from Davout, but he's starting to close in. We'll have to keep close attention on that. This is where the action's starting to happen here. Murat charging in against the Prussians.
Our men are running.
You can see, though, France getting absolutely annihilated. But a back charge from Prussia may actually help. I would charge in as Ney. I would charge in. Go straight in for the bayonet. Prussia trying to reinforce. Here comes Russia on the flanks. Over here you have France running amok in the lines. Saxony goes in for a cavalry charge, getting hit by a square. Another cavalry charge. I promise I'm going to go back to this side, guys. I'm trying to meet as many... Oh! A volley on the flank that still charged into Davout's corps. France pulling back against the vicious firing on the flank. Oh my gosh, they're pulling back as Prussia's another beautiful cav charge, breaking Soult's corps, or breaking up of one of Soult's units here. What's Prussia gonna do here? What are they gonna do? If they form square, Dragoons charging in. Looks like the coalition are breaking away from Ney. As Soult starts engaging, trying to pincer this Prussian in its flank. Here you can see the coalition kind of ranging around. Oh, Saxon's cav went deep into the French lines, engaging some of the Chasseur Cheval from Davout's corps, and they break that Saxon cav. Davout looks like he's trying to go straight in here as, oh my gosh. This is a risky play. This is a very risky play, being against so much artillery that could just eat you alive. Saxony's rearranging their lines, reorganizing here. Hopefully I'm catching all this, because man, there's too much happening. It looks like Soult still fighting a Prussian line of infantry, trying to go for these 12-pounders. Oh, are they going to get canister off? Was that more friendly fire? Hard to tell. Still very precarious here. Oh, Saxony fighting out on the flank here. Cavalry, some Prussian infantry, more Saxon cavalry. Artillery, let's see if they get some good canister off. Oh, they're loading so long. Davout may build the... Nope. Oh, that missed. That was a miserable miss. Come on, give me some satisfying canister. Uh-oh. There it is. Oh, I mean, it wasn't enough. At least they got something off, you know? There we go. So the Prussian lines have readjusted. Still Russia on the left flank. A lot of cavalry from Prussia behind these lines, but they don't have a lot of infantry right now. They gotta charge this French line. They have to. They have to with this cavalry. Prussia has to charge it. They are in the midst of moving. They have no squares. Be perfect. Come on, Prussia. Do it before they get in position to start firing. Missed opportunity, in my opinion. Over here, you have Saxony. Well, they are trying to defend their guns. They have two lines caught in melee with cavalry. Over here, this Prussian line getting overwhelmed by Davout's corps. Ooh, this will be some brutal flanking shots as we have some French infantry rushing in. Over here, a bit of a cavalry engagement. I'm not seeing the coalition cavalry being brought to bear as much as I thought they would. In all honesty, I really thought there would be more cavalry rushing into the Imperial line. And Saxony's in a bit of trouble here. His left flank is collapsing rather quickly as Ney is now starting to put a lot of pressure on Prussia. And Prussia is just... They have a lot of pressure being put on them from multiple angles at once. We have Cuirassiers getting ready. Oh, you know what time it is. Please tell me you're gonna charge in here. Please tell me. Let's go. Yes. French infantry and cavalry in coordination. Prussia putting up a bit of a fight. He has some squares formed. Now Ney's corps pushing forward. Artillery really battering some of his units, but it won't stop him. He's going to start putting in. They can collapse in on this coalition all at once. You can see the coalition. They're in a bit of a rough position. They're fighting on two sides with Davout on one side and then Soult and Ney on the other, with Murat kind of all around, and all this cavalry. All this cavalry. Oh, yes. Oh, that wasn't as good of a charge as I thought it would be. Oh, no. The artillery. That was the most effective charge I've seen. That wasn't the greatest Cuirassier charge. You may lose that one. Okay. Alright, what's happening here? We have cavalry and infantry mingled in a massive melee. Okay, we have Russia pushing on the flank to defend. I feel like Russia should have been a lot more aggressive now with Prussia just in this mix. Oh man, the cavalry from the coalition's actually starting to win this. But France is winning over here. They're starting to break through. Uh-oh. Davout's general's been killed. Oh my gosh, dude. Davout's all the way over here. Alright, let's zoom out here because there's so much going on here. So you can see the Prussian line holding France really collapsing in on Saxony here. Prussia trying to hold as best they can. Cavalry starting to break. Davout's crashing on the other side, hitting what would have been the reserve line. Prussia had a huge break here. Russia, they're still by the town here. Prussia still has some units left, especially in the center here. It's a messy, messy battle now. Absolutely messy. But I think the French are going to win. I think the Templars are going to take this one. Part of it was, I think, the coalition let themselves get surrounded. With Davout going around and then the French attack from this way, they could have always, I guess, pulled back on the road. Reformed around the town. I'm not sure if they had time or not.
Our men are running.
Obviously, it's always when you, like, backseat generally, as I call it, you know, you always say, oh, they should have done this, but, you know, until you're actually there playing, it's easy to say what they should have done in hindsight. Now, Russia's holding the town. I think if they had pushed a lot more aggressively earlier against Ney, maybe they could have helped save some of this flank. Not sure if that would have helped or not. Who knows? Maybe their job was to tell LC. They're not a very big corps, I'm pretty sure. Look at this Saxon line holding. Oh, there's the officer. Oh, he just got killed. Get some hand-to-hand combat here.
We have killed their general, sir. Now they must break.
Man, the animations for being so old are pretty impressive, guys. I don't think anyone could deny that. Nice flanking charge. There it is. Man, what a field of battle. Like, man, look at this. Look at the battlefield. Sheesh. A lot of death. Scattered everywhere. Now all that's left is the Russian corps in the town. It does appear that we have France already going in for that corps. Or trying to go in for that corps. Yeah, I think the French did an excellent job of surrounding the coalition and taking that win.
We killed their general, sir. Now they must break.
And I even had a coalition win that I was going to do too. So, well, I can't do it because it'd spoil. I'll have to do it at some point. I don't know why I'm fast forwarding here. The fight is still happening. Oh, look at this officer here. Oh, where'd he go? Oh, he made it out. Oh, no. Did he? No, he didn't. There he fell. And, yeah, that's basically the battle here. There's one or two small LLCs left, which will be dealt with. I'm probably just going to skip to the end so we can see the results of this battle. So, a Templar French Imperial win. Alright, guys, so here are the results. So we have for the Templar side, you have Valentin playing as Murat, the Cav Corps, got 758 for the kills. You have Perius playing as Solt. You got 1294 for the kills. You have Lipton playing as Devu, 12-pointer, 1854 for the kills. And then you have Grushi playing as Ney, got 1005 for the kills. On the other side, Sigismund playing as Alkruth. I'm assuming that's how you say it. 972 for the kills. You have Arpitan playing as Brunswick, 1207. Atticus playing as the Russia, Bagration. You got 667. And then Eternal playing as Zezwich, got 737 for the kills. So a win for the Templars. Man, they starting to move up in the scoreboard here. So it's good to see other clans getting some wins and taking a step up in the scoreboard. Now tied with Templars will be tied with the GR and IZ clan, and we'll see in the future where they can get going. You know, how far up they'll get in the next month or so. I don't know how long this actual tournament lasts, but I'd love to see some other clans get up in the scoreboard. So, but anyway, guys, that will be the battle. Thank you all so much for joining me. Appreciate all the support as always. Hope you guys had a great holiday. Yeah, I mean, I guess shoot, another year almost done. It's been a fun one, and a lot more to come. So until next time, guys, you have a great rest of your day. Stay safe, and as always, I will catch you all in another video.